Honestly, when I went into college, I don't even know if I thought about the economy because, I mean, I had student loans to pay for my tuition. It wasn't really an overwhelming thought to me at the time. The economy, well, it wasn't good. People talked to me about that and kind of hinted that, might want to think about doing something where you could have a real job or something more stable, but no. You got to do what you love.
The people who are doing this really just can't do anything else. That this is what they need to do to satisfy themselves, to make a life.
Originally, I spent a year at the University of Delaware studying pre-veterinary medicine, and then kind of midway through that process, I realized that this wasn't really what I wanted to do. I still love animals and stuff and science, but I kind of went through withdrawal from acting and singing and dancing.
And I knew certainly that switching, I could make much more money probably being a doctor or almost anything under a doctor. But, being happy is important too.
As traditional jobs dry up, people go, what's the point? You might as well do what's going to make you happy. So we haven't had fewer applicants. We had 500, I just saw the report this morning, 520 musical theater students have auditioned for our program from around the country. We will accept 14.
I just auditioned at Penn State, which was kind of a risk, but it's in state for me since I'm from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and thankfully I got it, and so now I'm happily doing musical theater.
Yeah, I felt very prepared coming out of school. I felt ready to conquer any audition I went into.
Auditioning is sort of like your second job in a way, and so you're going to have to face rejection on a daily basis, and that kind of requires a tough skin. And yes, there will be times where you are going to have to work other places. I know a lot of people like to waiter. Hopefully I'll never have to do that.
It's just what you do to pay the bills. Some people will wait tables, some people do catering. That's just survival jobs.
I know that I'm probably going to be traveling around a lot. It's going to be a hard lifestyle, but I think because I love to perform and I never want to lose that ability and I want to continue to cultivate that, that's what's going to keep me going.
I tell people all the time that I major in make-believe, which is true. You kind of just get to be a storyteller to people. My dad told me that, you have to go to college. And I said the only way I would go is if I could major in performance of some sort.
Sometimes, young women especially, who really need to sell their youth.
School's a waste of money, it's a waste of time, you're going to get out there and you're already 21.
They're not necessarily going to have a long career, and if they wait till they're 26 or 27 to start, they might have given away the best years of their career.
So I've heard that before, but I don't necessarily agree with it.
It's unethical to just be like, I'm going to go to New York and just try to make it.
At the same time, that's not what we're training people for. We're training for people for a life in the arts. We're giving them all the training they need to do in-depth work over a long period of time, as opposed to selling their looks.
Well, there's always more women. There just are. You have teachers in school and teachers in class that just say for every 100 guys, there's going to be 300 women in a dance call.
Oh, if you ever go to a female call, sometimes the auditions will be both male and females together. Those are the worst, because you walk into that room and there's just so many girls. There's so many girls.
Which means you get less time to learn it, less time to be seen in an audition, and there's just more competition.
So it seems like there's just a lot going against you that you just have to keep fighting, but we all know that it's worth it, and when you get that call back and you get that job, it makes it worth it. It validates what you've been doing. People talked to me about that and kind of hinted that, might want to think about doing something where you could have a real job or something more stable, but no. You got to do what you love, and you can't live unless you're doing what you love.
There's a Shakespearean quote, Sell while you can. You are not for all seasons.
5, 6, 7, 8.